Hey guys, it's Jeff, and today we are taking a look at the top 10 Siri shortcuts that I have chosen and actually use on a daily basis. But before we get into that though, I wanted to share with you that today's video is sponsored by NordVPN, and they help protect your internet browsing experience with their own VPN app. It really makes sense to have a VPN these days because simply there's a large part of our life that is spent online, like online banking, communicating, shopping, and honestly, we don't want all of that information to be spied on even by our own ISP. Now, the best thing about NordVPN is it actually works on pretty much any device that you may have, like an iPhone, Mac, PC, and so on. So if you want to try it out for yourself, head over to nordvpn.org/techreview via the link down below to access a special 75% off deal for Tech Review subscribers. You can also use the offer code TechReview for the same discount. So go check out NordVPN. It's honestly the fastest way to making your internet browsing experience truly private. Okay guys, so here is the Shortcuts app, and basically we are going to be taking a look at these top 10 that we've selected, but there is a gallery full of shortcuts that you can check out. There is a lot of shortcuts here, and basically they have anything from your morning routines here to basically quick shortcuts. They have a lot of Apple Music shortcuts and a lot of health related shortcuts as well. So that is really cool. Basically, it allows you to place shortcuts on almost every system process that you may have. So go ahead and check it out in the gallery. There is so many here. This is available via the App Store. Just look up shortcuts via the App Store, and basically you could have access to all of these. So go check it out. They have a lot of shortcuts here that you can basically enter into your library and then modify them from there if you choose to do so. But let's go ahead and check out the top 10 that we have here, and I'm going to start from the top left-hand corner here with Music Timer. So Music Timer is as it sounds. If I'm listening to music at a certain part of my day, maybe I want to limit it to an hour of use, I can enter how many minutes I want to play my music for. Now, this kind of doubles as a timer for me personally. So if I'm studying, I can basically set a study timer, but usually when I'm studying, I'll listen to music. So I can just go into the music timer, play it for 60 minutes, and then go on about my day. Now, when those 60 minutes are up, I can show you the run sheet here. We tap on the three dots here. When my 60 minutes are up, basically the music will pause at the end here. So that is a really cool timer to have. Obviously, this can be modified to work with several different things, but the music app is one that I use quite a bit, and I just love to have that paused automatically. Now, this also works if you're going to bed. Maybe you want to be in bed in 30 minutes and just play it for 15 minutes so that your music isn't running all night. So that's a really useful app or really useful shortcut that I have that I use almost on a daily basis. Now, the next one is Word of the Day, and Word of the Day for me is just a little education in the morning, just, waking up and learning new words. I love to learn new words, and today's word looks like it's mordant. So really cool to have a word of the day at the start of the day, get a little education in the morning, and then I will go about my daily routine. Now, share location, this is a pretty simple one, pretty straightforward. It gets our current location, gets the map URL, and basically you can send it to anyone. Now, if you want to add someone as a default, maybe it's your parents, spouse or anything like that, you can add them in a default runtime list here. So I can basically enter anyone into this list and have it as a default. But if you want to just have basically anyone available to share your location with, basically you can have it so that it shares your location with anyone. So you can type in anyone into the contacts list here and basically send that iMessage or text message to anyone, and they can access your location via that link URL to the Maps app. Now, the next one is Log My Way. And again, this is pretty simple. I'm going to go to the widgets page here because it looks a little bit nicer here, but I can go ahead, log my weight, and then it's entered into my health app. So if I go into the health app here, and I can see my weight was entered there. So that's really cool to have. I really like this feature, and I do use it quite often simply because it's a good way to just manage your weight, but it's a simple way to just enter it. Now, the next one is Laundry Timer, and this is, again, another simple timer that you can use. You can actually pair both of these together, so the music timer and the laundry timer. I'll show you how to do that. You basically go to the laundry timer and take these runtime list and pair it with the music runtimer list. So if you want, basically you can set up your music to stop at the same time your laundry timer is stopped. So that's pretty cool. But if you look at the timer here, you can just see that basically it enters a timer into our reminders app and basically reminds us when the laundry is done. So that's really cool. I like that. I do laundry quite often, so it's just one of those helpful widgets and basically shortcuts that I like to use. And it, just reminds me of when the laundry will be done. So another one that we have is brush teeth timer. And this is a really useful one for me. I don't really have a problem brushing my teeth. Like, it's pretty simple, but I just thought it was really interesting simply because of the animations that it has when you're brushing your teeth. So if you look here, we have basically a full runtime. So I brush my teeth for 2 minutes, but at 60 minutes, my device will vibrate, indicating that we've reached 60 seconds. It's actually 60 seconds, not 60 minutes. But for 60 seconds, my device will vibrate, and then it will show me a notification. 1 more minute to go, another 60 seconds, and all done. Now, after that, I added a few more things because typically I drink water right after brushing my teeth. So I can go throughout this list here, select 16, 20, or 24 ounces of water, and then how many fluid ounces did you get? That is basically the amount that I enter. I select that from that list, and basically it goes into my health app. So it logs the water that I drank. So that is a really in-depth timer to use for brushing your teeth, but I think it's really useful because it has, as you can see, a lot of stuff in there. Now you can go ahead and basically add a lot to this timer. So if you want, we can go and select from the music app. So we can go ahead and play certain music and have that playing while we're brushing our teeth. So there's a lot you can do with the Shortcuts app. It can go really in depth. So if I want to start playing music, then have it pause at 1 minute and vibrate and show me that notification, then start up again and basically continue on until the minute is over. That would be something I can do. I could have it play a video or anything like that. So that's really cool. You can go really in depth, but that's a pretty shallow runtime sheet for the brush teeth timer just because I use it every morning and I wanted to keep it simple. Now, play playlist, that is really simple. You typically want to add Siri shortcuts to this. So Siri does know how to play a playlist just by asking her, but you can go and add a lot of other things to this runtime and basically add a Siri shortcut, basically saying, those special 2 magic words when you want to activate Siri. You can say that, it will run this whole playlist, and then you will be good to go. Now you can add a lot to that, as I said, so go ahead, check it out. You can add some more things to that runtime list, and basically Siri will activate it using a special Siri command. Now the next one that we have is log water, and I use this quite a bit. I live in SoCal, so very important that we get a lot of water here. Basically, this is a very simple task. So 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24 ounces of fluid. How many did I drink? Let's just say 16 here. So if I say 16, we'll go into the health app, and you can see that 16 fluid ounces of water was recorded. So basically, this is a really simple way to basically record this, because if we go into the health app and we go to today, then we have to go into health data and basically find our water intake. So if we do water, we have to go and add it manually. But you see how that could be a pretty tedious process, and just going into the widget page here and logging our water would be a lot simpler and a lot faster. So that's really cool. Now I do cycle, so I have start ride and I have a playlist here, and I can say, I can send this to anyone. Basically, when I start the whole process, it says I'm starting my ride, just letting you know, and then it starts a certain playlist here, and then at the end I added a vibrate just to indicate that everything is done. Now, as I said before, there are a lot of things that you can add to this, so if you want to in the future, maybe it could lock your door, maybe it could I have a Nest system here, so maybe it could turn the alarm on. There's a lot of possibilities in the future as far as what that can do. So I'm really excited to basically see that evolve, and I will definitely be adding more to that list when those features come. Now, the next one is something I use, and this is from the Workflow app, like basically directly from the Workflow app, and that is Calculate Tip. So if I put a tip, or if I put an amount of $28.15, and I want to give, let's say, this is basically the general tip amount list. So if I want to give like 18%, it will give me my tip total and then my total at the end after adding tips. So that's really useful, just so you don't have to pull out a calculator and do it all manually. It's a really quick way to do that. So basically, those are the top 10 widgets or top 10 shortcuts that I have in my widget page here. They're really easy to access, obviously. So I just go over here, access them, or I can go directly into the shortcuts and access them via the Shortcuts app. So those are my top 10. As I said before, check out the gallery here. They have so many shortcuts that you can check out and so many that are very useful to your everyday life. So guys, thank you for watching this video on basically the top 10 shortcuts that I use every day. If you have any shortcuts that you use, let me know in the comments section down below, and also let me know if you've modified them in any way. Anyways guys, thank you again for watching. We hope to see you in our next video, so get subscribed and also hit that bell button to get updates on when we release content. So stay tuned and we'll catch you in our next video.